one thing I wasn't prepared for when I let go of lust and watching corn and releasing my energy to that stuff was I wasn't prepared to see how empowered I felt in the presence of other people. Not from a place of like power and ego, not like that, but from a place of, wow, I can really maintain my state of peace and just being myself more with other people. And I also saw how much other people place an emphasis on sexuality and how much it influences our behavior. And so I wasn't ready for that either. When you start transcending this stuff, people, you see it so clearly, in other people. And you try not to judge it. And I try my best not to judge people for that at all, because there's nothing bad about it. I just came to a point in my own life that I wanted to be beyond this stuff. And I had a natural inkling to think, like, what is my experience like beyond engaging in these habits and thinking about lust? And I really just wanted to be free from it, not to get like money or manifest something or more women or nothing like that. I just knew that I felt more at peace not doing that stuff and not, chasing something outside of me for a quick fix. And that's when I realized, like, wow, like the lust thing and this whole thing is actually a powerful force. And only now, since cutting it out after some years, like, you see instantly your life shift, in my opinion, because you feel more centered, you feel more peaceful, but at the same time, when you interact with others, there's an innocence and a power there at the same time that really can't be described. And I think that's where everyone has their own journey, not only with this, but with everything in life. And I just wanted to share my experience, and I think on the side of it now is that I try not to judge, other people if they are more outgoing with their sexuality and that side of their life, because, it's just an aspect of ourselves to be embraced and accepted without judgment. And I think that's the freedom of this. It's not the freedom of just being free from it. It's the freedom of aligning to unconditional love within yourself, which is really unconditional acceptance without judgment. And that's a freedom there that, has been really amazing for me to experience and feel. Because you're not seeing people then through that limited lens of lust. You're seeing more of the person as who they are beyond that. And for me, that's been quite beautiful, quite unique, and really interesting, actually. So I'll probably leave it there, guys. Just a small video. I find that the sexual energy aspect of ourselves is an aspect to embrace and to accept without judgment. And being free from this stuff, I think, even sounds heavy. I think approaching it from the perspective of trying to get a goal achieved or something like that in the future can be of detriment. Because there were many times where I wanted to be free from this stuff, but I kept slipping back into old habits, But then I would beat myself up, and then eventually I got sick of doing that, and then I would just accept it without judgment, and I would go, I know the trajectory I'm on, I want to be free from this as much as possible. So what can I do now? Okay, well, I don't judge the experience as a relapse. It is what it is. And then I keep my attention forward with, I want to give a little bit more intention to let go of this stuff. And then that process over time, I found that my nervous system was also stronger to resist, and not even resist, it was actually stronger to allow the urges and what you feel in your body as opposed to resisting them, which then causes the inevitable acting out or whatever it is for you. But I'd say those were probably the things that I didn't expect when I let go of this stuff, was the immense peace that's there, but also contemplation beyond the typical female male or attraction dynamics between two people, and those games that, you know, I just wanted to let go of the persona of needing to be a certain way as a man to attract a woman or to whatever. And that's what I feel like us as the collective consciousness are going through. I don't think it's a war or a battle over lust. I think it's actually just transcending the conditions that we have on ourselves to experience the love of who we are, which is just being ourselves. So I'll see you guys in another video.